Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have Citizen Soldiers with us again, this time with a song called Screaming in Silence. Pretty new song from CS, and it's a little bit darker, a little bit harder, and has a little bit extra of all that good stuff, so love it. So let's start right away. Capo on the 3rd fret, and we have first 4 chords to cover, so let's look at these first. Starting with E minor, so that is open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. Next chord will be C, so that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. Next, A minor, so that is open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. And finally we have beautiful F. So you need a bar here on the 1st fret, all strings, and the rest will be 3rd on A, 3rd on D, and 2nd on G. So there we have the basic 4 chords. First, we're gonna look at this main melody. It's played in the intro of the song, and it's also played during the song between different parts, so we really need to look at that one. So it will be divided into 4 different parts. So let's look at the first part. It sounds like this, a little bit slower. All right, so that is open E, 5th A, 7th A. Then you play that part again. Open E, 5th A, 7th A. So far. And you make this little break right after the first note there, the open E. So open E, and then a short break, and then right. Then you continue with open E, then 2nd A, then 3rd A, then open E again, then 3rd A, and then 5th A, and you end with open E, 5th E, and 7th E. Okay, so that's the first part, you can say. So I'm gonna speak and play me while I'm speaking here slowly. So let's go. Open E, 5th A, 7th A, open E, 5th A, 7th A, open E, 2nd A, 3rd A, open E, 3rd A, 5th A, open E, 5th E, 7th E. That is how it sounds. So the timing here is important. So it's important to start off in the right way here. So be careful with this open E and this short break. So you're kind of falling forward all the time if you have the right timing here with this pause after this first E. So and so on. All right, so that's the first part. The second part is very similar to this one. It's just a different ending here. So if we look at the second part and compare it to the first part, the only difference here is the last 3 notes here. We ended the first part with like this, open E, 5th E, and 7th E. That's the ending of part 1. The ending of part 2 will be open E, 5th A, and 8th A. Okay? Like that. That is the only difference here. So the second part will be, again, like that. All right? So that's the second part. And then we play the third part. This part is the same as the first one, so it goes in the same way as we just looked at the first part. And then it ends with the fourth part, and that one is played like this. All right, so there you have the notes, and that will be on the 5th E. You're gonna play that for 5 times. And how I play it differently here on this guitar, or if I had an electric guitar, it will be kind of different playing here. It's yeah, I have to adapt to this guitar and to kind of display how it sounds and how it's played. But yeah, the main thing is for you to know where you find the notes and the timing and so on, and then you have your style playing. But for now, we'll just look at the notes. It will be 5 times on the 5th fret E. And then you switch to the 3rd fret A and play 6 times. And then you end with 2nd on A and play 3 times. And that's it. So to repeat this 4th part here, it was 5 times on the 5th fret E, and then 6 times on the 3rd fret A, and 3 times on the 2nd fret A. And that's it. So there you have the main melody. When it comes to the technique and stuff, I can just mention when you play this open E, I'm not playing with my right hand all the notes here, so I use the hammer-on technique there. So I hammer on from the 5th to 7th fret on A string. So that is very common, and that gives you the speed, and you don't have to work that much with your right hand. So and there you have the technique for that. And it works wherever you are on the fretboard and playing this melody. So that's just one thing that is great to have with you. So that is the first kind of melody, or actually the only melody we're gonna learn here, and it's good to know. So that will be played for the intro, 1 round of this, and yeah, then it starts with yeah, you can say after this intro there's an instrumental part as well. You're gonna play that part in the same way as you play the intro, this melody, and then comes the first verse. In the lyrics, these walls in my head made of 6 feet of concrete. So that part is pretty much a vocal part for the first 2 lines or so in the lyrics, and then comes the actual chords. So it starts with E minor. We're gonna look at the strumming pattern. So 1 full strumming pattern here will sound like this. All right, so that is down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. So again, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. All right, so down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, like that. So you're gonna play E minor 2 rounds of this strumming, then C 1 round, and A minor 1 round. So that will sound like this. Minor, C, and A minor. All right, and after you play this, only 1 chord progression of this, E minor 2, C1, A minor 1, then comes an instrumental part again. So that is the same. It will work with this 3 notes. So open E, 5th A, and 7th A. So it will be, you're gonna play 5 rounds of that. So, and then you start all over again and play another 3 rounds. So, and a short break. That builds up for the chorus that comes right after. So this instrumental part is a total of 8 rounds, but after 5 rounds, you start all over again with this open E and a short break. So together, this instrumental part will be like this, a little bit slower. All right. And that takes us to the chorus. Okay, so now we have the same strumming pattern, and we will play the chord progression E minor 1, C1, A minor 1, and F1. 1, that means 1 strumming round. So if you look at that as one chord progression, E minor 1, C1, A minor 1, and F1, you're gonna play that round for 2 rounds, all right? And that is the chorus. After that comes an instrumental play, and that is played in the same way as the intro. So all these 4 parts you're gonna play again. So we don't have to go through that. We learned that so far. And now there's not pretty much nothing new to this song here. We have the second verse played in the same way as the first one. And the same goes with the instrumental part that comes right after. The only difference there is it's twice as long, okay? So you're gonna play it for 2 rounds. Then comes the second chorus, played in the same way as the first one. And after this second chorus comes a solo part. And we will not cover this. I would need to have some more backup here. Perhaps if CS came over here, we could manage to do something together. Yeah, just kidding there. But we will not cover this solo part. And right after this solo part, it comes next. There is the third chorus, playing the same way as the previous choruses, and it ends also with an outro there. And this ending is not covered here since it's a long, and I don't think it gives you that much with only one guitar. So it ends pretty much with this third chorus, and that covers Citizen Soldiers Screaming in Silence. So give it a try. Many notes to work with here. I think there's kind of one pattern to it. So once you get that, it's pretty common, and when you have that into your muscle memory, it will work pretty neat, I believe. So good luck with this one, guys. Hope you enjoy it. We love Citizen Soldiers, so if you do that as well, come back here on Gordon Guitar. Don't forget, guys, play tuned.